Okay, see. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Law. Let us begin with our first appearance, misdemeanor calendar. All right. Yes, this is going to be our first appearance misdemeanor calendar with the State Court of Fulton County. These are cases in which individuals were recently arrested and brought to the Fulton County Jail. Soon thereafter, their cases were formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address each of your cases, I will let you know what is your new case number, the charges that have been brought against you, to appoint counsel for you where required, and also to set a bond. Some of you may qualify for what we call a signature bond, in which you won't have to pay for the bond today, but you will have to comply with the conditions in the bond order. A failure to comply can result in your signature bond being surrendered or revoked. Others may qualify for what we call a surety bond or a cash bond, in which case you would have to pay for the bond either out of your own pocket or through a bonding company. Please remember that when we are addressing each of your cases, you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you choose to say during this virtual recorded proceeding, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. All right, courtroom 2, who do we have, please?
This is number 13, Mr. Griffith.
This is Ellis Gripper, case number 26 CR 4058B, accused of simple battery family violence. Mr. Gripper, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Tamani. Any priors?
Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Judge. Pat Dixon on behalf of Mr. Gripper.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dixon, you represent Mr. Gripper? Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, Ms. Hutchison, good afternoon. May I have any priors on Mr. Gripper, if any?
Good afternoon. One prior from November of 2025 for aggravated assault, and that is an open case in Superior Court, 25 PI 009506.
Thank
And
you.
level 2 would be pretrial's recommendation.
Thank you. Ms. Gardner, what's the state's recommendation for bond?
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case, Mr. Gripper was arguing with his wife, who is also here today. They were both arrested as a result of the argument. They were arguing on June 17th at their home at 7711 Blue Sparrow Drive in South Fulton. Mrs. Gripper struck Mr. Gripper in the left eye with a closed fist and threw a cup of tea on him. The law enforcement officer did note a small circular swollen area underneath Mr. Gripper's left eye. And Mrs. Gripper advised that Mr. Gripper mushed her during the argument. She stated that in response, she smacked a beer out of his hand and then picked up the cup of tea and threw it on him. Both were arrested, as I stated. He also, this pending case, he is out on bond. It's an incident that occurred in 2025. The aggravated assault charge stemming from that. There is a bond, and one of the conditions of the bond is no further violent contact with the alleged victim, Shervicia Gripper, who is his wife.
Same victim, yeah.
Yes,
same victim. Same cross-defendant, understood.
Yes. So we are asking for a $5,000 cash bond in this case, no contact with the victim, Shervicia Gripper, and to stay away from the residence at 7711 Blue Sparrow Drive, South Fulton.
Okay, thank you. Is ACDC, is that Mrs. Gripper there?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. McLeod, Shabicia Gripper is your client. Her case number is 26.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Her case number is 26 CR 4065B, and she's accused of battery family violence, and her attorney is Ms. McLeod. Any priors with Ms. Shabicia Gripper?
No, I'm showing this is her first arrest.
Okay. Mr. Dixon, on your client, that's going to be a $5,000. I think he received a good bond in his felony case, so there's no surrender at the present time. This is going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 3. He will have to report to pretrial once a week. for a duration period of 12 months. That doesn't mean his case is closed after 12 months. His case remains open, but the duration of his reporting to pretrial will be for 12 months, once a week. Within 30 days of reporting to pretrial, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and complete all 24 weeks of classes at his expense. Unfortunately, no further violent contact didn't quite work out. So now we go to the next level of no further contact. From this moment onwards, he's to have no further contact with Shavicia Gripper. He's to stay 200 yards away from her, excuse me, have no contact with her in person, through emails, mail, third parties, phones, computer devices, and social media. Do they share children, Mr. Dixon?
May I be heard, Your Honor?
Do they
Do,
share
Your
children,
Honor.
sir?
No, they don't share any
All
children.
right,
There
that's
are
such a,
minors in the home, Judge, and if I could be heard just on your.
no, he's going to be out of the house. And within 30 days, he needs to update us with the new address. All right? He's the one on bond, Mr. Dixon, not her.
Your Honor, and I understand that, Judge, but I just want the court to understand that he's the one that called the police. And if I can just
Sir, that is a great kudo to him, but he's the one out on bond.
and if I can indulge the court for a second, just so
In a minute. So
Sure.
let me finish. So reporting once a week, and he needs to make sure he has no contact with Shavicia Gripper. Now, if she encourages him to have contact, well, the only thing that's going to happen is he's going to end up in jail with no bond. So it would behoove him to make sure that until things get resolved in terms of his open cases, it would be in his best interest to stay very far away from Mrs. Gripper. Like I said, update us with his new address within 30 days. Make sure he attends his DBIP classes. And no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no firearms. And then for Mrs. Gripper, that's going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. And she is to attend and complete 12 anger awareness classes. She will also be subject to a 12-month reporting. With regards to her, since he's not allowed to have contact with her, I'm going to put a no further contact with her as well with regards to Ellis Gripper. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And she's to attend and complete her anger awareness classes within the 12-month duration period. Ms. McLeod, do you have anything else to add?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right.
We are fine with what the court has ruled with regard to the stay away and so on, because that was what we would have been a request.
All right. Mr. Dixon, yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. In regards, I just thought it was important to point out to the court. So yesterday, about 20 minutes before this incident occurred, and I stayed in my place as an officer of court, that Mr. Gripper had called me along with his mother and his daughter to report threats of violence that Ms. Gripper was making towards his teenage daughter. And so at that point, I had advised them to go take out a TPO against Ms. Gripper, which they did. And so she will be served with the TPA order at Fulton County, so she won't be able to come back to the home. And so they'll just be minors at the home, Your Honor. But I advised them, so I advised them to go take out the TPO the next day and that we would be filing a divorce. Little did we know when I was advising my client of this, that she had placed a listening device into the car. And when my client got home, she immediately addressed him and attacked him. And so when he called me and told me that he had been attacked, I advised him to call the police. And when South Fulton responded, they took both of them to jail, Judge. And so what I'm expressing to the court is, you know, the police are supposed to protect and serve everyone. When my client was attacked, as what, you know, different from what happened in November, but this time my client was attacked and he called the police and they're both arrested, and now he's being put out of his home for something that he had no involvement in.
Mr. Dixon, you and I both know that there is a warrant against both of them.
I understand.
You and I both know that your client has a felony bond with regards to him.
I understand.
And you and I both know, most importantly, that this is not the area to discuss the substantive merits of the underlying facts in the case.
I'm well aware of
So
that.
this is my bond order. I am very, very familiar with what happens in family violence court. I hope that when you show up in family violence court, that you alert the court in the Superior Court hearing that there is already a bond order against your client, just as there's much against the respondent, Ms. Chavicia, and that the bond order requires him to vacate the premises. Now, it's going to be up to the Superior Court judge in your ex parte family violence hearing to decide whether they're going to do a switcheroo on the bond orders. So I hope, as the officer of the court, that you disclose that to the family violence judge, because, otherwise, we are very, very familiar with how two dueling spouses like to beat each other to the family violence court.
Sure. And so
And that is going to be my final ruling in these two cases.
So
Thank
the
you
only
so
thing
much.
May I say something?
No,
Yes,
this
I
is
want-
it. This is the bond order. Thank you very much. I've already read the warrants. And I know there is a big dispute. But
So-
right now, what I've got are two people trying to do a gotcha. So
No,
this is my final ruling. Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Thank you, Ms. McLeod. Deputies, we are
Thank
done
you.
with these two cases.
Okay, how much was that bond amount for Ellis Gripper again?
And repeat,
How much was that bond amount for Ellis Gripper again?
for Ellis is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 3. And for Mrs. Gripper is 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2.
Excuse me, Judge, so Miss Gripper may return.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right, next we got 21, Miss McWhorter.
All right. 21.
Mr. Dixon, has he gone?
I'm sorry, Ms. McLeod, what was that question?
I wanted Mr. Dixon to ask him to call me, but it seems that he has gone from the Zoom.
Oh, he's on the state bar directory. You should be able to catch him. All right. Sorry, are we on 21? Taylor
Thank you, Anna.
Taylor McWhorter is accused of simple assault from June 16th of this year, 26 CR 4064L. Mr. McWhorter, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Angelo Dodis.
The camera's not.
And any priors? I'm sorry, who is this Greg Grogan?
Says video.
Who is this Greg Grogan?
Oh, that's
He
me.
is
I'm sorry.
Assistant Solicitor General.
Oh, could you please mute? Thank you so much.
I'm here,
unless-
Judge. I'm
Miss-
sorry.
Mr. Grogan, are you the prosecutor in this case?
Are we on number 21?
Yes, sir.
It's me, Your Honor.
Okay, it's Miss Gardner. Okay. All right, as I was saying, Mr. McWhorter, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Miss Hutchison?
First arrest, level 1 is pretrial's recommendation.
All right, thank you. And Miss Gardner, what's your recommendation?
Your Honor, this incident occurred at the MARTA train station. According to subsection C, that does make it a misdemeanor of a high and an aggravated nature. When the MARTA police officer did witness Ms. McWhorter step off the MARTA bus while arguing with her sister, Kiera Sapp, and the officer separated them, and the defendant threw her phone at Miss Sapp, hitting her feet. But there were no visible injuries. The state recommends a $2,000 surety bond in this case and no further violent contact with Miss Kiera Sapp.
Kiera Sapp. Okay, thank you. Miss McWhorter, on the simple assault, that's going to be a 1,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with Kiera Sapp, and to stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with any active suspension. Next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. Make sure we have an updated address on the books. Thank you. Next
And
case,
Your-
please.
Your Honor,
What
briefly,
was
just,
that?
Your Honor, just briefly, I want to make it very clear to Ms. McWhorter. She does not live with her sister, and I believe that there is a TPO out on the sister. She doesn't want any contact with her, but I do want to be clear to Ms. McWhorter to follow up on that to make sure that her sister isn't trying to reach back out.
TPO is very popular, Mr. Dodis. So noted. Thank you. Next case, please.
I'm sorry, one more time, what was that bond amount?
1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. No further violent contact with Kiera, I guess, Smith. And please keep in mind that there may be a pending TPO against her. Thank you. Deputy
Next is
Milton. Yes,
Position 1,
one.
Miss-
Thank you.
Arnold.
I'm sorry, the audio is coming in and out from ACDC one. Let's make sure it stays, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
Your Honor, I'm having internet issues over here.
tell you, I keep telling ACDC to pay their bills, but
Yeah, I don't know what's
all
going
right.
on.
Let's go ahead with Miss Roshana.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grogan, we'll have to mute you because for some reason your devices keep chiming in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Some
All
sort
right.
of, I'm
Okay.
sorry, Your Honor. I'm having some sort of audio video thing. I can see you, but I know you can't see me.
Yes, sir, but your audio device keeps chiming in. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
could you please mute that until, is this your case, position one?
It is.
Okay, let's leave it as it is right now. Case 26 CR 4051C. This is State versus Roshana Arnold, accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence from June 18th of this year. Ms. Arnold, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Dotis. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
No, first arrest, usually our jail recommendation.
All right. And Ms. Gardner? Oh,
It's
sorry,
my
Mr.
case.
Grogan. Sorry.
Yes.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead.
The state's recommendation in this case is for count one, the battery family violence, a $1,000 surety bond. For count two, a $500 surety bond, while on bond to do an anger awareness and to have no further violent contact with the victim.
All right, thank you. Shoot, I didn't write down the name of the victim. Mr. Grogan, do you have that name, or Mr. Dotis? I don't know if she's on the screen.
I don't, do we want to put it in the chat? I know I have the initials, Judge.
All right, that's okay. Go ahead, Mr. Dotis.
Thank you, Judge. Miss Arnold is 43 years old. As we heard, this is her only cycle. Your Honor, I do have good contact information for her. She has been in Atlanta for the past 20 years. She is a single mother, tragically. She does have 4 children. Her husband passed away, so she has been raising them alone. She does have two of her children are grown, a 25-year-old and a 23-year-old. She does have a 15 and 14-year-old. Who is the complaining witness in this case. They have nowhere else to go, so we are asking that she be granted a signature bond and have no objection with no further violent contact, as well as any classes such as a parenting course. Nothing like this has ever happened before, and she's anxious to get back and make sure everything's okay with the kids. My understanding is they're across the street with her eldest son, but that's not a long-term housing solution for them.
On the battery family violence, that's going to be $3,000. On the simple battery is $1,000. This is a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. She will report for a duration of 12 months, during which time she will complete 4 parenting classes, complete 12 anger awareness classes, have no further violent contact with MA. She's not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not allowed to own or possess any firearms. She will be I don't believe there was an accusation of substance abuse or intoxication. So if I recall.
Judge, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to speak unless I'm
No,
called on.
you can,
Yes.
but you need to start your video before you speak.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just give me a minute. No, I don't believe there was one. Okay. All right. Okay, Mr. Yashir Hudgens, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I'm sorry, sir, what's your name?
Yasir Hudgens.
And how do you know Miss Arnold?
I'm actually her eldest son that my 2 younger brothers are currently staying with.
Okay. And do they plan to stay with you? No, do not walk around. This is not a time to stand up and stretch your legs.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm in the conference room. I apologize.
Are they living with you now?
Yes, ma'am, they are right now.
And do
After
they plan to continue living with you?
No, ma'am. I was on the phone with 2 women today from the Fulton County Jail,
No,
and
I don't want to know your discussions with them. I just want to know what's the living situation for the minor by the initials of MA.
Yes, ma'am. It's temporary that he's staying with me right now, but he let it be known that he wants his mother to come back home.
Okay, that's what we're doing.
But I'm just a little confused on the no contact on. I
No,
just
it's
need.
going to be no further violent contact.
Okay.
All right. Any other
Yes, ma'am.
questions?
No, ma'am. That's it.
Okay. As I was saying, Miss Arnold, this is no further violent contact, which means that you cannot have any physical or verbal altercations with MA or rather really with any of your children. And if you, unfortunately, if there's such a future altercation, the only one who's taking a trip back to Fulton County Jail will be you. And so please keep these conditions in mind. Make sure you report twice a month for the next 12 months. Complete your anger awareness classes and your parenting classes. And we'll see what happens in the future. Thank you.
Your Honor, was that $4,000
Signature
SOB?
bond, pretrial, level 2.
Thank you.
All right.
Number 12, Ms. Green.
12. Kaylin Hatina Green? Is that a typo? Her middle name? Does it begin with an H or is it an A? I'm sorry?
It's Athena.
Is it with an A?
Yes, with an
Like the Greek goddess?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Prosecutor, your the middle name for this defendant should begin with an A. But anyways, it's Kaylin Athena Green, 26 CR 4059J, accused of 2 counts of simple battery family violence and 1 count of simple assault family violence from June 18th of this year under accusation 26 CR 4059J. Ms. Green has been advised of her rights. Her attorney is Mr. Dotis. And yes, Ms. Hutchison, anything to report?
One prior from 2021 for sale of marijuana. That case was dismissed. Level 1 was pretrial's recommendation.
Thank you. Ms. Gardner?
Your Honor, this is mine.
Oh,
I'm
Mr.
sorry
Grogan,
about
I'm
the-
sorry.
Yes. Yes, the state's recommendation in this case is for each count to have a $5,000 surety bond. We are also asking for no contact with the victim in this case, who is her husband, and for her to have no contact with the children while she is out to begin a family violence intervention program, for her to have no alcohol, no drugs, and of course, no weapons, and to stay away from the location of 115 Avalon Trace. Even though she has no prior convictions, the facts of this case, and in talking to the victim and to the children of the victim, and also to another family member who lives at the residence, we believe there are at least 1 more, if not 2 more cases that will be coming for this defendant. And the facts in this situation justify the request for the bond.
All right. Thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't write down the names of the alleged victims. Can only scribble so much. But
Yes, Your Honor.
is there anyone on Zoom here who'd like to chime in before her attorney speaks? Okay, Mr. Dotis?
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Green is 31 years old. As we heard, there's just one nonviolent cycle from back in 2021. She has been in Atlanta since 2016. I have good contact information. She does currently reside at the incident location. She is, if there's no further contact or a stay away, she is clear that she'll need to figure out another living situation. In that event, we would ask for a one-time escort so that she can retrieve her property. She had been studying at Xavier University in pre-med, but she took a hiatus on that while being a mom. She does have a 9-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son. My understanding is that they're currently with her parents at this time. She is also currently pregnant per our last conversation. She does have a good job waiting for her when she gets released. at some point she does want to work things out, but it is clear, I think, that we need a cooling off period. So she's clear if there is a no further contact order that she needs to abide by that. But we would ask for a signature bond so that she can continue providing for her children and caring for her unborn child.
All right. And Albert Davis is not on the Zoom? Or even, okay. On the simple battery family violence, count 1, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. On count 2 is going to be $3,000, and count 3 is going to be $2,000. This is going to be a $6,500 split bond. Next court date is, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't catch that. Is it Mr. Jordan who is hosting?
Grace,
Miss Grace, yes. What's
July the 2nd, Judge.
July 2nd? Okay, her next court date will be July 2nd unless she secures a bond for count 1. From this point onwards, no further contact with Albert Davis, no further contact with, no further violent contact with the minor children. And I believe there's someone called Kager who was in the household as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, no further contact with Robert, was it Robin? Robert Kager.
Robert?
Robert
Yes.
Kager. She's to stay away from the marital home at 115 Avalon Trace in Fairburn, Georgia. She's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer. The visit cannot exceed 1 hour, but in the company of a police officer, she's able to retrieve her personal items, and then she's to update the court with her new address within 30 days of being released. She will report to pretrial services. I'm sorry, the 5,000 is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. She will report to pretrial services twice a month for a 12-month duration. She will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released, and she will attend and complete all 24 weeks of classes. She will also show proof that she has undergone an alcohol and drug evaluation and submitted to any treatment that's required, and that must be done within 10 days of being released. She will be subject to a minimum of once a month mandatory screen for any illegal drugs and or any alcoholic beverages. She's not allowed to own or possess any firearms, not to consume any illegal drugs, and not to consume any alcohol. Her next court date, as I said, is July 2nd. I'll allow for third-party visitation or transfer of her minor children, which means that a third party must be involved in order to supervise visitation or parenting time. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mrs. Green, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Anything that you choose to say in open court right now, your statements can and will be used against you. Highly recommend that you defer all questions when you have a time to speak with the Public Defender's Office.
Ms. Green, I do want to echo that, and we will be out to see you, and we can talk whenever we're able to.
Yes, I just didn't understand the issue involving my children because my children was at home at the time of the incident.
That's why I have indicated a no further violent contact with the children, and you would have to make arrangements through a third party to exercise parenting time. But given the allegations set forth in the warrant, you're not allowed to live in the marital home until further order of the court. Does that answer your question? All right, thank you.
Next is position 4, Miss Bird.
Your Honor, Ms. Grace is the litigation manager. I'm hosting. This is Chanel.
I see that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chanel.
Okay. I don't want them to get confused who to send any paperwork to. So please send it to Ms. Grace.
Okay. And we would like to thank Ms. Grace and Ms. Young for taking this today holiday time to do this with us. So thank you. All right. Brittany Raquel Bird is accused of simple battery family violence. And I'm a little curious about the 3 counts of cruelty in the 3rd degree. but that's what the accusation is. And court date, the incident date is June 17th of 2026, case number 26 CR 4026E. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
3 cycles. Last arrest was in 2021 for simple battery. It was no disposition listed. She has no convictions listed on her GCSE.
Thank you.
UJR jail was pre-charge recommendation.
Okay. Mr. Grogan?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this case is a $4,500 surety bond, and that is for each count. The facts in this case are that her and the adult victim in the case, Miss Jamil Williams, Mr. Jamil Williams, got into an altercation in which this defendant sprayed him with roach repellent spray and also branded a taser at him. This was in front of the 3 children, and they also began arguing about the children, and she started throwing things out the door. So that is the reason for the charges, and also the state's recommendation, a $4,500 surety bond for each count. While out, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, for her to submit to a behavior evaluation and any treatment that they recommend, for her to attend anger management, and to stay away and have no contact with the victim, in this case, Mr. Williams, or the 3 children.
All right. Is there a Jamil Williams on Zoom who wants to chime in? Okay. Mr. Dotis?
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Bird is 40 years old. As we heard, her last arrest was 2021. I didn't hear any convictions. She is a lifelong resident of Georgia. She does reside at the incident location, so I'd ask that there be no stay away. The alleged victim does not reside at that location. They do not live there. She is a mother of 3 children. Those children do live with her, a 12-year-old, a 4-month-old, and a 2-year-old. They're currently with sister. She does have a good job working with temp service with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is how she's affording to provide for her family. And I want to be clear, Judge, this incident occurred at her residence when the alleged victim, who was the father of one of her children, came with his 3 kids. So the kids in the incident report are not her children. She doesn't want contact with them, unannounced, and caused issues. And she tried to get him out, but unfortunately an incident did occur. She doesn't want contact with him. She doesn't want him coming around or those 3 kids. She has no relationship to those 3 kids. So, Judge, at this time, we just ask for a signature bond so that she can get back to her children who are with her sister, but that is not a long-term living situation.
I'm puzzled because the warrant describes him as the spouse.
That's
Okay.
not my understanding after speaking with Ms. Bird.
All right. I see someone on a B iPhone. If you'd like to unmute, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
And may I ask your name?
My name is British Bird.
British Bird, okay. And Miss Bird, how are you related to Brittany Bird?
She's my sister.
Okay. Do y'all live together?
No, ma'am.
And do you know who Jamil Williams is?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is he?
He's the father of her child or children.
And have they ever been married?
No, ma'am.
Do you know if they've been married?
I'm certain they have not been married.
Okay. And what else would you like to tell me?
Just I wanted to add that he does not stay at her home. That is her home by herself.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be $3,500. That's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 2. While she reports to pretrial services twice a month, she will undertake and complete 12 anger awareness classes. She is to relinquish possession of any weapons that she possesses, including pepper sprays, tasers, firearms, and so forth. She can't have any in her home, anywhere near her, or in her possession. She's to have no further contact with Jamil Williams. she may return to her location at, I think it was 3072 Washington Road in Atlanta, Georgia, with a police officer. And this is a one-time visit. If the police officer verifies that Jamil Williams and his children, not the child that she shares with him, but if his separate children do not live at the property, she may return into the Washington Road. Otherwise, she would need to retrieve her belongings and retrieve her child or children, and then file dispossessory proceedings in order to have Mr. Williams removed from the property, or if he doesn't live there, to have the police officer see if they can remove him for trespass. But in either event, she needs to go through the legal course of action to make sure that he is removed from the property. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And her next court date is going to be sent to her either her current address at Washington Road if she moves back in there upon verification, or to her new address, which she'll need to update the court within 30 days. Thank you. Oh, sorry, the other 3 counts. On the each count of cruelty, that's going to be 500, and that's each going to be a signature bond through the jail. So this will be a $5,000 split bond. That's one other thing. Oh, sorry, Mr. Dotis, I see on the jailing screen there are 2 holds for Miss Brittany Bird. I see one from South Fulton and one from City of Atlanta. So once she is released on the signature bond, either the South Fulton or City of Atlanta need to come and pick her up because of these 2 holds. Thank you.
All right, next we have number 20, Mr. Jordan.
We have Jermaine Quavius Jamonta Jordan, accused of battery family violence and simple battery family violence from June 14th of this year, case 26 CR 4063D. Do you identify as female? I'm sorry, are we addressing ACDC or?
Courtroom 2.
Courtroom 2, I'm so sorry. So this is Mr. Jordan. I'm so sorry, I got confused which one I was addressing. All right, so this is a male, Mr. Jamie Quavius Jamonta Jordan. I've already listed charges. And Mr. Jordan, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Tamani. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Give me one moment, please. Give me one second. I didn't see this name on the pull sheet.
Okay,
It'll just take one moment to pull it up.
no problem. Oh, Mr. Grogan has video now. Okay. Would the prosecutor have his GCIC?
I do, Your Honor. We've got 13 cycles beginning in 2013. He is a convicted felon. He has at least one conviction for gang-related offenses. Not all of the arrests show the dispositions, so.
Okay. And what's the state's recommendation?
There's also 2 FTAs and a probation violation, Your Honor.
And
In this case, there's actually 2 separate incidents. Count 1, the battery family violence, has to do with on June 14th of this year. He slapped Miss Gabrielle Johnson's ear, leaving a visible cut and a bruise from her earring. On June 18th, he became angry at her because the TV was too loud and he slapped her face. And also, I think it should be noticed that our advocate's danger assessment score was quite high in this case. So the state is requesting a $5,000 surety bond, no contact with Gabrielle Johnson, stay away from her address, which is not the incident location, but her address is 496 Parkway Drive Northeast. They do have children together, so we would ask for the peaceful transfer of the children by a third party and anger management.
Ms. Gabriel Johnson, if you're on Zoom and if you want to chime in, this is the time to do so.
Hello, Your Honor.
All right, please start your video.
Oh.
All right, remove your hoodie.
Oh, Lord.
Well, not quite, but raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And how do you know Mr. Jordan?
That's my ex-boyfriend.
Ex? Is he still an ex?
Yeah, he got to be an ex today.
Okay. And what else would you like to tell me?
Honestly, he just needs anger management and counseling. So I heard the prosecutor say that, so that's what I agree with.
Okay. Thank you so much. You may mute
Thank
your
you.
screen. Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Jordan is 28 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. His family lives in Atlanta as well. He did tell me that he does live alone, but he does keep his son every other week. He's got a 4-year-old son with Miss Johnson. He also has a 1-year-old daughter. He has been working for the city of Atlanta for the past year and a half as a maintenance worker. He does have his high school diploma. Judge, he did say that he would not be able to post bond right now. So for that reason, we're going to request a signature bond for Mr. Jordan. But if Your Honor was not inclined to give a signature bond, we would just ask for a low surety bond.
All right. Thank you. On the battery family violence, that's going to be a $3,000 surety bond. On the simple battery, that's going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 3. This is a total of a $5,000 split bond. Once he posts the surety portion, he is to report to pretrial services once a month for a 12-month duration. He will undergo a alcohol and drug evaluation within 10 days of being released. He will also enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released, which means that he will undertake 24 weeks of classes for domestic violence counseling. No further contact with Gabrielle Johnson. He's to stay 200 yards away from her, not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. No further contact with the child or children that he shares with Miss Johnson. If he wishes to have any kind of joint custody or parenting time with the children, he would need to file a legitimation case immediately upon being released and get a court-ordered parenting plan. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, and his next court date is going to be July 2nd. Thank you.
Next is position 24, Ms. Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez is accused of battery from June 17th of this year, accusation 26CR4008Y. Ms. Rodriguez, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Dotis. Ms. Hutchison, may I have the GCS?
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Is this a case that may need my help?
I'm not sure. Mr. Dotis, does your client?
No, Judge, we were able to communicate.
Oh, okay.
Deputy Milton, do you have? No, there's no one else at ACDC. It must be someone in courtroom 2, but we haven't reached that case yet.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm here.
Thank you.
It's 3 people, Your Honor, in courtroom 2.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Hutchison, I'm so sorry. What was the prize, if any?
First arrest.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Gardner? Oh, sorry, Mr. Grogan. I'm sorry. One of you needs to unmute, so I'll know who is chiming in. Thank you. Okay.
My apologies, Your Honor. In this case, there seems to be there was an altercation between several people, some of the people trying to intervene and break it up. But one thing that did remain clear after it was sorted out is that Miss Rodriguez did punch Kimberly McCarthy in the face during that altercation. She did admit that and stated that she did not care that she was the one that struck her first. So the state is recommending a $2,000 surety bond, no further contact with Kimberly McCarthy, to stay away. And I apologize, I do not have that address in front of me. And also for anger management classes.
All right. Any objection, Mr. Dotis?
Yes, Judge. If I may be heard,
You may.
Ms. Rodriguez is 33 years old. This is her first cycle. I want to be clear, that address is her address where she lives with her mother. I have spoken to her mother, Miss Andrea Evans, and she confirmed that after Mr. McCarty was kicked out of the home, that he's no longer at the house. I think he has 2 more boxes to leave to pick up. Oh, hi, Mom. And then they will not have any contact. Judge, it is absolutely not clear, and there is absolutely more evidence than what's just written in this warrant as to who started this altercation. This individual came to Miss Rodriguez's house with her mom, inserted herself into the situation, but that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to get into that today, of course, Judge. She's fine with no further contact with either of those individuals. I do want to be clear, though, that it is her address. And I did make it clear to Mom and Miss Rodriguez that if Mr. Evans has any property left over, to get that through a third party and not to enter the residence. But at this time, I just asked for a signature bond, Judge.
This is that individual Ricardo McCarthy?
Yes, Judge, that's the ex-boyfriend.
Okay. All right, Miss Evans, please unmute. Who's going to speak? The lady in the white or the lady in the tan? Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's your name, please?
My name is Andrea Evans.
And how do you know Miss Rodriguez?
Raquel Rodriguez, she's my daughter.
Okay. And does she live with you?
Yes, yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I live with her.
Okay, at the Lava Lane location.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do either one of these individuals, Kimberly or Ricardo, live there?
Kimberly does not. Ricardo did reside here.
Is he still residing there?
No, ma'am. He has since moved out.
All right. And does he have any of his personal property still at the home?
Yes. There are some boxes. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just leave them in the garage. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I'm assuming you have a garage. I'm so sorry. I'm assuming.
Yes, ma'am. We do.
Okay. Thank you. All right. On the battery charge, that's going to be $2,500. It's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. She will complete 6 anger awareness classes. No further contact with Kimberly and Ricardo.
Excuse me, Judge. This is Kimberly McCarty.
Well, I couldn't tell by your name, but go ahead and unmute and start your video.
Okay, give me 1 second. My phone is freezing.
As I was saying, it's going to be a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Ms. Rodriguez, you will report to pretrial once a month. You are to complete 6 anger awareness classes, at least 1 class a month. You may return to the Lava Lane location. You are to have no further contact with Kimberly McCarthy, which means you are to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. You have to have no violent contact with Ricardo McCarthy, which means there cannot be any physical or verbal altercations with Ricardo McCarthy. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And your next court date will be sent to your Lava Lane location. All right, Ms. McCarthy, please unmute. Put your hands down, Ms. Evans.
I just want to clarify some things.
Raise your right hand. Raise your right
Sorry.
hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your question?
Okay, there needs to be some clarity here. Ricardo does reside at that address.
I can't
He
hear what you're
is,
saying.
I'm sorry, is that better?
What is your question?
Okay, I just want to clarify what was stated. Ricardo does live at that
Please
address
be
and
quiet.
he is on that
Please
lease.
be quiet. Is Ricardo present with you?
He's on a different phone, but he's on this call as well.
Where is he?
You should see, if you see a name that
Where
says,
is Ricardo McCarty? If he wants to speak, he needs to chime in right now. I see a Carty. Is that Ricardo?
yeah,
All
that's
right.
him.
Thank you, Miss Kimberly.
Yes, ma'am.
Please mute your screen. All right, are you Mr. Ricardo McCarty?
Yes,
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
that's one.
All right. Do you live at the Lava Lane location?
Yes, I'm the primary of the resident.
All right. What do you mean by primary?
I'm the main person on the lease.
You are on the lease?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Why, according to the warrant, it looks like you were leaving the premises.
I was leaving to defuse the situation, but
All
it's
right.
still my house as well.
All right. So this is what you're going to do. You are going to arrange for a third person. It cannot be Kimberly and it cannot be you, to go to the garage and pick up your boxes. And then if there is any claim of, then you're going to go to court and file a dispossessory proceeding if you'd like the occupants to be removed from the premises.
Okay.
But you cannot return to Lava Lane until you get an eviction order, and the eviction order is carried out by the Marshal's Department.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Next case.
Number 17, Mr. Hernandez.
Bye, Miss Evans. Bye-bye.
Okay. Your Honor,
Bye-bye.
They share a child. They share a child.
Okay. Has the child are they married?
They're not married, Your Honor.
All right. So right now, Mr. Ricardo McCarthy has no rights, custodial rights to the child until he files a legitimation case.
The
So as
child
far
is
as-
with him currently
Oh
right now.
my gosh. That is the law. You know what the law is? Mama, you go fix it. Thank you. Y'all are free to go.
Excuse me, Judge, so there's no further violent contact with
No
this?
further violent contact with Ricardo McCarthy.
Thank
Miss Evans, I'll try to call you when I get out of court.
Years later.
All right, Deputy Milton, are we done?
yes,
Yeah,
I just
17.
want to let you know that position 27 refused to get up to come to speak to the attorney and to come to court.
I am so sorry to hear that. Who's representing Kristen Thomas?
Your Honor, that would be my case.
Mr. Dotis, what did you say to her?
I never even got the chance to offend her, Judge.
Okay,
She
all
didn't want to speak to me either. I guess to get Deputy Milton out of here, I'd ask for a one-day reset to see if she might have a change of heart. I will note that she had a previous case that was on the competency calendar, so we may need a social work visit.
All right. Hopefully she'll be seen by a social worker today, but I'll be glad to see her tomorrow at 2 p.m. So we're going to reset her case. This is not a Riverside matter, and we'll see her tomorrow on the 20th at 2 p.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Deputy Milton.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Number 17, Mr. Hernandez.
Okay, is this one of our interpreter cases?
It is.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, if I can let you know too, that there are 3 defendants who are all involved in the exact same incident as positions 16, 17, and 26.
Yeah, I'm at work. I love you.
Oh, Ms. Young, please mute your screen. 16, 17, and 26. I got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Well, let's see. Deputy, do you want to arrange it so that Victor, Philippe, and Nicholas all can be addressed at the same time?
Yes.
And who represents Victor Hernandez Diaz? Mr. Doty, so Mr. Tamani?
Your Honor, we needed another conflict
Okay.
attorney, but we were unable to get them. So Ms. McLeod is doing Felipe, and we
Okay.
don't have the attorney for the other two.
I think there's another party that's had a felony case, which is why our office isn't representing any of them.
Any of these cases. Okay. So Ms. McLeod, you represent Felipe Hernandez in position 17. We will get Mr. Dennis Murphy to address Victor Hernandez. And then on Nicholas Hernandez, I'm going to get Ms. Zakia Watson Cafe. All right. And Ms. Lucia, we will interpret this as we move along, okay?
Yes, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. All right. Presently, we are addressing, I'm sorry, Ms. Lucia, do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you translate will be true and accurate without any changes or embellishments?
I do.
Thank you. We are addressing three separate cases involving the defendants Victor Hernandez Diaz, position 16, Felipe Hernandez, position 17, and Nicholas, I think is Herautal Hernandez, position 26.
Estamos hablando de los tres siguientes casos, del señor Víctor Hernández Díaz, del señor Felipe Hernández y de el señor Nicolás Terratol Hernández.
With respect to the three gentlemen, please remember that you have a right to remain silent about your cases. Do not, you have anything that you choose to say about the facts or circumstances of your case, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, we will appoint counsel to represent you.
Para ustedes tres, todo lo que ustedes digan puede ser y será usado en contra suya. Entonces tienen el derecho a permanecer en silencio. También tienen el derecho de tener un abogado para el día de hoy, ya que si ustedes no pueden costear un abogado se les está brindando como parte del Estado para esta audiencia.
Right. For we're going to begin with position 17, Mr. Felipe Hernandez, case number 26 CR 40178, who is accused of battery from June 17th, 2026.
Vamos a empezar con el caso número 17, en la posición 17. El caso es el 26CR 004017A. Es del señor Felipe Hernández con una acusación de agresión en una fecha de ofensa del 17 de junio del 26.
The other two, Victor Hernandez and Mr. Nicholas Hernandez, each of you also have one count of battery from the same incident date, June 17th, 2026.
El señor Víctor Hernández y el señor Nicolás Hernández tienen igual, cada uno de ustedes, un cargo de agresión con la misma fecha del 17 de junio.
Right. Ms. Hutchison, do you have a GCIC on any of the three defendants or all of them?
All of them.
Okay, let's begin with position 16.
It's all of their first arrest, Judge.
Okay.
La jueza pregunta sobre sus antecedentes y le indican que para los tres es su primer arresto.
Who's our prosecutor? Miss Gardner? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, this incident occurred at a food service warehouse that all of the parties involved work at 1121 Oakley Drive in East Point.
Miss Lucia?
Yeah, sorry, Your Honor, I was just writing
No problem.
the address. La juez le pide a la fiscalía para que indique el caso. Que ella le indica a la juez que este incidente ocurrió en una bodega de servicio de comida ubicada en el 1121 Oakley Drive en East Point.
The incident was recorded on surveillance video.
El incidente fue grabado en cámaras de seguridad.
Felipe Hernandez punched Julio Perez Velasco in his face.
Felipe Hernández le pegó en la cara a Julio Pérez.
Victor Hernandez Diaz and Nicholas Territal Hernandez came up behind Julio Perez Velasco and grabbed his arms and restrained him.
Tanto Víctor Hernández como... Sorry, y'all, let me write this down. Como Nicolás Hernández vinieron y sujetaron a Julio Pérez Velasco de las manos.
They held Mr. Perez Velasco's arms while Felipe Hernandez punched him.
Ellos sostuvieron los brazos del señor Julio Pérez Velasco mientras el señor Víctor Hernández y Nicolás Hernández le pegaron.
Then the three men punched and kicked Mr. Perez Velasco for about 40 seconds.
Y después los tres hombres golpearon y patearon al señor Pérez Velasco como por 40 segundos.
The responding officer observed that Mr. Perez Velasco had a busted lip.
El policía observó que el señor Pérez Velasco tenía el labio abierto.
Mr. Perez Velasco broke away from the attack, and about 10 seconds later, he stabbed Felipe Hernandez in the back.
El señor Pérez Velasco se deshizo del grupo y en unos pocos segundos después le metió un cuchillo en la espalda del señor Felipe Hernández.
The state realizes that these three defendants have no prior criminal history. However, due to the extreme violence of the incident, the state is recommending for each defendant a $10,000 surety bond, no contact with Julio Perez Velasco, and to stay away from the incident location.
Ya que la fiscalía entiende que ese es el primer arresto de los tres individuos, pero es un crimen bastante violento, entonces la fiscalía está pidiendo un bono de fianza asegurado por $10,000 para cada uno de los acusados.
Miss McLeod.
Yes, Your Honor. I am asking for a signature bond for my client. He is 38 years old and has no criminal history. I also believe, based on my read of the warrant, that he was stabbed in the back by the alleged victim. My client also tells me that there is more to all of this than was told by the police, because the alleged victim had been, antagonizing him and doing some other stuff to him prior to all of this happening. It wasn't that he just went up and held him and, started hitting him. There was a whole lot more to the story. Because of, we were on the language line, Your Honor, it was taking a very long time to get into the all of the allegations as to what happened. What I gathered from him was that there had been some previous incidents involving the alleged victim and him. But as I said, he's 38 years old. He has no history. Therefore, I'm asking for a signature bond for him, Your Honor, and that he be allowed to go back to his place of employment.
Okay. I noticed that.
Your Honor.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Lo que la abogada defensora dice para el cliente, para Felipe Hernández, él tiene 38 años de edad, no tiene ningún historial criminal de delitos y él fue el que le metieron el cuchillo en la espalda, que la víctima supuesta hizo eso. También, aunque estuvimos en la línea con el intérprete por teléfono, pero indicaron que la víctima había estado antagonizando y molestando antes de que ocurriera este incidente. Entonces, lo que yo estoy pidiendo para mi cliente es un bono de fianza únicamente con su firma, ya que no tiene ningún delitos anteriores.
Anything else, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor, I just want to state that my client tells me also had to be taken to the hospital for the stab wound that he sustained. Nothing further.
Lo único que añade es que tuvo que ser llevado al hospital por la herida del cuchillo en la espalda.
For Mr. Felipe Hernandez, his bond is going to be set at $7,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1.
Para el señor, y el fallo de la juez para el señor Felipe Hernández es un bono de fianza de $7,000, pero únicamente con su firma ahí en la oficina en la cárcel.
He is to have no further violent contact with Julio Perez Velasco. Is that correct?
Una orden de no tener ningún contacto violento con el señor Julio Pérez Velasco.
Which means there cannot be any physical or verbal altercations with Mr. Julio from this point onwards.
Lo cual quiere decir que no puede tener ningún altercado, ninguna pelea, nada de eso con el señor Julio Pérez Velasco.
And I do beg your pardon, Miss Lucia, this is going to be the same bond for Victor Hernandez and the other gentleman, position 26, and his
Nicolás.
name is Nicholas Toretto Hernandez.
Es el mismo bono de fianza, el fallo de la juez es el mismo bono de fianza de los $7,000, únicamente con su firma en la oficina que está ahí en la cárcel para los otros dos acusados, el señor Víctor Hernández y el señor Nicolás.
So each of you have a $7,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. You each have to report to pretrial once a month. You don't have to pay for your bond today, but if you violate your conditions, your bond can be revoked and you will be back in jail.
El bono de fianza no tienen que pagar el día de hoy, pero el bono de fianza tiene ciertas condiciones. Si es que no respetan y obedecen las condiciones, va a convertirse ese bono de fianza en algo que tengan que pagar y van a estar de regreso en la cárcel. Entonces, esas condiciones son que tienen que en la oficina donde van a firmar la fianza para salir, preguntar en dónde, pero tienen que presentarse una vez al mes, cada mes, mientras estén bajo fianza ahí, en persona.
I don't know if you still have a job at 1121 Oakley Drive in East Point. If you're still employed there, you may return. If you are not employed there anymore, you cannot return.
Yo no sé si es que ustedes todavía tienen un trabajo en la bodega del 1121 Oakley Drive en East Point. Si es que tienen trabajo, pueden regresar a trabajar. Si ya no tienen el trabajo, no pueden regresar a ese lugar.
You are not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms.
No pueden consumir ninguna droga, no pueden consumir ninguna bebida alcohólica y no pueden poseer ningún tipo de arma mientras están bajo fianza.
Please make sure that you report to pretrial, that you don't get arrested again, and you report to court when summoned. Otherwise, your bond can be revoked.
Asegúrense de reportarse a la oficina anterior a los juicios donde van a firmar y tienen que reportarse cada mes. También tienen que asegurarse de, Your Honor, I'm sorry, the last two conditions were?
Well, let me see, to report to pretrial once a month, to not get arrested again, and to report to court.
Okay. No pueden ser arrestados, no pueden hacer nada que les cause ser arrestados nuevamente y les va a llegar el citatorio o les van a decir cuando vayan al mes, pregunten cuándo es su audiencia en frente del juez nuevamente y tienen que presentarse a las audiencias. Si no, su fianza va a ser quitada y regresarán arrestados a la cárcel.
Okay. I don't know if all of you have a ICE hold or ICE inquiry for your cases. If you are still at the jail because of any federal holds, then your court date for your case will be July 2nd.
No sé si es que tengan ustedes una orden de retención de ICE o tengan algo de eso en la cárcel. Si es que no pueden salir de la cárcel por eso, porque existe una orden de retención o algo, su siguiente fecha de corte para este caso va a ser el 2 de julio.
Mr. Victor Hernandez, your attorney will be Dennis Murphy, and he will reach out to you. Your case number is 26CR 4060A.
Señor Víctor Hernández, su abogado se llama Dennis Murphy y él se va a comunicar con usted. El número de su caso es el 26CR004060A.
Mr. Nicholas Hernandez, your attorney is Zakia Watson Cafe, and your case number is 26CR 4013A.
Al señor Nicolás Hernández, su abogada es Zakia Watson Café y su número de caso es el 26CR004013A.
As a footnote, the alleged victim, Julio Velasco, has got a felony charge against him for the same incident. He has a $25,000 good bond, and he's required to have no further violent contact with these three gentlemen.
Para que sepan, la víctima, el señor Pérez Velasco, tiene un cargo de delito mayor en contra de él. Tiene un bono de fianza asegurado de $25,000 y también tiene una orden de que no tenga ningún contacto violento con ustedes tres.
Thank you.
Gracias, buenas tardes.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before the court this afternoon. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
And I believe that
You're
also
welcome, Your
concludes
Honor.
my business, Your Honor, may be excused.
Yes, Ms. Lucia.
Judge, I don't mean to interrupt, but I probably should have mentioned something about this earlier, but I believe that one of the alleged victims for one of my cases may need an interpreter, and she is present. Let me just double check to make sure that she's
All
still
right,
present.
Ms. Lucia will hold, and please check on that. Thank you. Quorum 2, who do we have?
Number 3, Mr. Burnett.
This is Rojan Vasudeshan Burnett, accused of theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass from October 17th of 2024, case number 26CR 4050G. Mr. Burnett, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Dotis. Any priors?
Yes, 8 cycles, a 2026 theft by taking conviction, a 2023 willful obstruction of a law enforcement conviction, and a 2019 reckless driving conviction.
Okay.
Level 1 is pretrial's recommendation.
All right, thank you. Mr. Grogan? I'm sorry, please unmute. I'm sorry, Miss Grace or Miss Young, if you could prompt Mr. Grogan to unmute. Mr. Grogan, both your device. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
All right, yes, sir.
All right, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Judge. This took place at 1545 Mansell Road, which is at the racetrack. This took place October 17th, 2024. This defendant walked out of that racetrack store without paying for some alcoholic beverages and a hamburger. The state's recommendation in this case for bond is a $3,000 cash bond, and as a condition of bond for him to stay away from the racetrack. We are also showing that he is currently under a 3-year sentence for a theft that he pled to in this year, 2026.
Was that the time served charge?
I'm sorry?
Was that time served? On that
Yes, I'm showing
felony
he's
case?
still under a sentence for that.
Okay. Yep, it looks like it was that. Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Dotis?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Burnett is 44 years old. Your Honor, he's been in custody for 669 days since August 20th, 2024. So I have some concerns with him being accused of an October 2024 theft. Your Honor, his felony attorney was able to resolve all of his cases and get him placed into the PAD program where he was supposed to be released yesterday until this 2024 case was conveniently accused as he was supposed to be released. His spot is still waiting for him in PAD to get treatment and start getting back on his feet. Again, in 669 days, again, since August of 2024, not once has this case popped up. He was able to resolve all of his other holds. I'm asking for a UJR for this case so that he can be released to that program, get the treatment he needs, get back on his feet, and then we can sort through this later.
Okay. It's going to be $1,000 signature bond through the jail, 500 on each count, to stay away from the 1454, I believe, Mansell Road. I don't know if it's still a racetrack gas station or is it something else, but that specific location, he's to stay away from that location and comply with all the terms of any probation that he's currently on. Thank you. And of course, report to state court when summoned.
And again, Judge, if I don't know if anyone needs to, he will be with PAD. He will be released to PAD. So I'm sure they'll work with getting his notices.
Okay, thank you.
And that's at number 5, Mr. Copeland.
Telly Copeland is accused of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer in possession and use of a drug-related object, case number 26CR 4043B. Mr. Copeland, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Dotis. Any priors?
Yes, 31 cycles. Last arrest was from 2022 for a probation violation, a 2017 entering auto conviction, a 2016 robbery and false imprisonment conviction, 2013 sale of counterfeit substances and giving false name conviction, 2012 willful obstruction and criminal trespass, 2010 theft by shoplifting, 2008 possession of a controlled substance, and nothing further to add. Level 3 is pretrial's recommendation.
Mr. Grogan?
The state's recommendation in this case is a $3,000 surety bond while on bond for him to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, for him to have a behavior evaluation, mental health evaluation and treatment, and to stay away from the location, which is 1425 Virginia Avenue. Due to the nature of his background and probation violations, that's why the state's asking for a $3,000 surety bond on the first charge and a total bond $3,000 surety.
Okay. Mr. Dotis?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Copeland is 50 years old. If I heard correctly, his last conviction was in 2017. He does have stable address. He's been in Atlanta his entire life. He does have the support of his long-term girlfriend and mother of his 7-year-old, who he does provide for. He does work at a KFC down the street from the incident location. Your Honor, we do have some concerns after speaking with Mr. Copeland regarding what's mentioned in the warrant. I will note, after speaking with Mr. Copeland, he works at the KFC next door. His manager at the time came out to support him for what was going on.
Does he have a confirmed address?
Yes, Judge, it is. It's the correct address in Odyssey, the 1360 Virginia Avenue address.
Okay, is there an apartment number? I just want to make sure we have a good address on him.
Let's see. Mr. Copeland, is there an apartment number?
unmute. Is there an apartment number, Mr. Copeland?
421. 421.
All right, we'll need to update Odyssey with his current mailing address. All right, on the willful obstruction, that's going to be $1,000 signature bond through the jail. On the possession and use of drug-related objects, that's going to be $1,000 signature bond through the jail. This is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Mr. Copeland, you have a signature bond, but if you get arrested again, well, you're going to have to say goodbye to that signature bond. No illegal drugs. No items that may be related to illegal drug activity, no alcoholic beverages, no weapons, and no firearms. You'll need to make sure that you report to court when summoned. Once you're released, it would be best if you come to the clerk's office and make sure we have your correct mailing address, apartment number, and zip code and everything.
Your Honor, can I get the apartment? Did he say 021 or 421?
Yeah, 421.
Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Copeland, from now on, please remember to comply with all traffic rules, especially when crossing the road.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Next court date will be sent to his current address.
Excuse me, Judge, the prosecutors asked for a stairway. Is it a stairway?
No, there's no stay away.
Thank you.
He was stopped because he was jaywalking. Thank you.
And then we got number 6, Mr. Cross.
Was that number 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. This is State versus James Cross Jr., accused of criminal trespass and misdemeanor possession of marijuana. June 18th, 2026 is incident date, 26 CR 4052G. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 72 cycles. Last arrest November 25 for possession of controlled substance, possession used to drug-related objects, and theft by shoplifting. That is an open case in Superior Court. That was a 10% bond, so we're going to surrender that bond. A 2024 theft by shoplifting conviction, 2023 and 2022 criminal trespass convictions, 2023 willful obstruction conviction.
That's good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Grogan, there is a 1,200 surety bond at the present time. Any objection to that bond?
Your Honor, the state was going to ask for a $2,000 cash bond considering the open charges against him. And I believe there's also an open probation revocation holding him as well. And of course, to stay away from 2656 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, which is the incident location.
I don't see the probation hold. There was one from 2025. But
Has it been resolved? I was still showing it open.
Okay. It's not on the jailing screen, so
okay.
You might want to let records know if you're certain on your end.
All right.
Mr. Dotis, anything else?
Your Honor, I will note, it looks like regarding the probation hold, it looks like he was in custody following that hold and it was resolved in September. So I don't think there's any reason to readdress that. I guess it just wasn't closed in Odyssey. I know sometimes we have issues with misdemeanor probation cases. Judge, I'll note Mr. Cross is 66 years old, and hearing so many cycles, it's clear that he's struggling with being residentially challenged. So I've already spoken with him about getting a social worker in place and finding him housing so he's not just stuck at the Fulton County Jail. So I would not ask for a cash bond. I'd ask for the lowest possible surety bond. We understand the felony hold's going to continue holding him, but oftentimes, as long as the bond is under $5,000 surety, we can find him a bed and treatment. So we would absolutely oppose a cash bond.
On the criminal trespass, that's a $100 cash bond. And on the possession of marijuana, that's a UJR. No illegal drugs, which still includes marijuana. No alcohol and no firearms. And he's to stay away from the Chevron gas station at 2656 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. Next court date is July 2nd, and he would need a social worker to consult about housing situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll consult with I don't think we have one today, so I'll send an email.
Thank you.
And this is number 11, Mr. Floyd.
What position was this?
11.
Roy Floyd. All right, we're going to waive sounding on one of the charges. Mr. Floyd's case is 26 CR 4057H, accused of criminal trespass and PI from June 18th of this year. Mr. Floyd, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 25 cycles. Last arrest March of this year for criminal trespass. Currently on probation for aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. The disposition was April of 2023. It was a 10-year sentence. He has 6 criminal trespass convictions in the last 3 years. Given false name conviction 2026. Theft by shoplifting conviction 2024. FTAs 2024, 2019.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Grogan?
Yes, Judge. The state's recommendation is a $2,000 surety bond for each count, $4,000 total. And while on bond, for him to not return to any MARTA station. As indicated, he has been warned several times. This particular station was located at 2420 Piedmont Road. And yeah, the state would ask for that to be a condition.
Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Floyd is 43 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. He advised me that he does live with his family in Atlanta, and he has a high school diploma. He also advised me that at this current time he's not going to be able to post his bond. He does have one 14-year-old child. He also has an adult child. For those reasons, Judge, we would ask for a lower bond than $4,000 surety, perhaps 500 each would be my request.
All right, thank you. On the criminal trespass, that's 1,000. On the PI charge, that's 1,500. This is a $2,500 surety bond to stay away from all MARTA property until further order of the court, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is July 2nd. Thank you.
Is that 22, Mr. Mitchell?
I'm sorry, I missed this position number.
22.
22, okay, thank you.
Heavenly Mitchell is accused of loitering or prowling from June 17th of this year under accusation 26 CR 4045D. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 11 cycles. Last arrest was in 2022 for FTA. Appears to be on probation for aggravated assault and a CWAC offense. That is from 2023. Aggravated assault conviction from 2014 and another FTA from 2020, and nothing further.
So, okay, got it.
Oh, level 3 is pretrial's recommendation. Sorry.
All right, Ms. Gardner?
Thank you, Your Honor. This defendant was found at 1345 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Northwest on a property that had been abandoned and boarded up, had no reason to be there, and had also been seen there before. We would ask, the state is asking for a $1,000 cash bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, MHET and housing, stay away from the incident location, and no contact with Dallas Smith.
Is that the owner of the property?
Yes, and that's the person that observed the defendant being there and contacted the police.
Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Mitchell is 35 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. He did advise me that he lives with his mother currently. He told me that he's currently on disability for some mental health issues. Wasn't able to get specifics on that, but he does need medication for it. Judge, just given the nature of the charge, we would be asking for a signature bond. He does have a probation hold, so he's going to have to get that handled. But I mean, maybe if we have a social worker visit as a condition of bond, I think that might be helpful. But we would just be asking for a signature bond.
Right. It's a $1,500 surety bond. Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify for a signature bond because of his FTAs and active probation. This is a surety bond to stay away from the incident location at 1345 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. no contact with Dallas Smith, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and a social worker visit to address both MH and BH issues, as well as any housing issues. Thank you. Next court date is July 2nd. Mr. Mitchell, you also have a probation hold, so that's going to hold you at the jail as well. Thank you.
Number 25, Mr. Rosso.
Gregory Rosso, his case number is 26 CR 4009A. Charges are battery, family violence, cruelty in the third degree, and hindering a person from making an emergency phone call. Incident date appears to be June 17th of this year. Ms. Hutchison, any priors?
This appears to be his first arrest.
All right. And Mr. Tamani, which case was the one requiring a Spanish interpreter?
Judge, it's this one. I believe she's still on the Zoom, Miss Daniela.
All right, Miss Daniela Yidi, please.
I think I actually might have misspoken. It's
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Do you need a Spanish interpreter?
Yes, please.
Do you have a child in the car with you? Miss Lucia, please explain to her if she has a child in the car with her.
Señora, le están preguntando si tiene una criatura, tiene un hijo, un niño con usted en el carro.
Sí, en este momento sí. Tengo a mi niño chiquito.
Right now, at this moment, I do. I have my young child with me.
Okay, please mute her screen and switch her video off until she gets to chime in.
Ok, le vamos a apagar su pantalla hasta que sea su turno de hablar.
Okay.
All right. Any priors, Miss Hutchison?
No, first arrest.
All right, thank you. Ms. Gardner?
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Mr. Rosso, was in an argument with Lozana Garcia. He punched 2 holes in the bedroom wall, which scared Miss Garcia and prompted her to grab her phone to call 911. However, Mr. Rosso snatched her cell phone away from her and ran off with it, or snatched it out of her hands. When he was arrested and searched incident to that arrest, her cell phone was found on his person, indicating that he did hold on to the phone and not return it. And she also advised that when she attempted to leave the bedroom, he grabbed hold of her and held her to prevent her from leaving. They have a 3-year-old son who was present in the bedroom on the bed within sight and hearing of the battery taking place. The state is asking for a $2,500 surety bond on the first count, a $1,000 surety bond on the second count, and $500 on the third. Also to stay away from 7445 Trowbridge Road in Sandy Springs, and no contact with Lozana Garcia.
Thank you. Miss Lucia, could you ask Miss Garcia to unmute and start her video?
Señora García, por favor, puede prender su cámara y el micrófono. Señora García.
Please raise your right hand and I need to place you under oath.
Le vamos a poner bajo juramento. Levante su mano derecha, por favor.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
¿Jura usted que el testimonio que nos va a dar va a ser la verdad de lo que usted mejor conoce?
Sí,
Yes.
sí, juro.
I swear. Gracias. Puede bajar su mano.
What would you like to tell us?
¿Qué es lo que nos quisiera decir usted?
Lo mismo que declaré cuando fui a la policía a la casa, y es que tuve una discusión con Gregory, que se salió de control, y él me sujetó pues del brazo fuerte y ya, fue como eso. Y cuando la policía me preguntó cómo, qué más pasó, yo les dije que nada, solo fue eso. Y como tenía dos rasguños en el brazo, entonces, bueno, por eso lo detuvieron. Pero pues ya no sé qué más tendría que decir.
I'd like to say what I told the police when they came home that day. We had an argument. I had an argument with Gregory. It got a little bit out of control. He grabbed my arm in a strong way, and then the police asked me. I told them what had happened, and they saw the scratches in my arms. That's why they detained him. And I don't know what else do I need to tell you.
Are you comfortable with having contact with him in the same house?
¿Está usted cómoda con tener contacto con él en la misma casa bajo el mismo techo?
Sí, no tengo problema.
Yes, I don't have a problem.
Are you comfortable with him having contact with the children?
¿Está usted cómoda con que él tenga contacto y comunicación con los niños?
Sí, claro.
Yes, of course.
And are you both married?
¿Están casados legalmente los dos?
Sí.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, gracias.
On the battery family violence, that's going to be 1,500. Count 2, cruelty in third degree is going to be 500, and count 3 is going to be 500. This is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Mr. Rosso, you can be released on a signature bond, but you'll have to comply with the following conditions. No further violent contact with Yadi Garcia, which means no future physical and or verbal altercations that will result in a police getting involved. You can translate that part, Ms. Lucia.
El fallo de la juez le está dando al señor una fianza, pero junto con la fianza vienen ciertas condiciones que él debe obedecer como parte de la fianza. La primera condición es que él no puede tener ningún contacto violento, ni físicamente, ni verbalmente, ni nada que pueda hacer que venga la policía en contra suyo, señora García.
You are to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program within 30 days of being released. This is going to be 24 weeks of classes on domestic violence counseling, and you will need to attend and complete all classes.
Parte de eso necesita registrarse, matricularse en un curso de violencia doméstica. En los próximos 30 días después de que él salga de la cárcel, tiene que matricularse y empezar a ir a las clases. Estas son 24 semanas de clases y tiene que estar presente en persona en todas las clases.
You're not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and not to own or possess any weapons and firearms.
No puede beber ninguna bebida alcohólica, no puede usar ningún tipo de droga, ni poseer ningún tipo de arma.
If you don't comply with these conditions, if you get arrested again, or if you don't report to court, your bond will be revoked.
Si es que él no cumple con estas condiciones o se le arresta nuevamente, se le quitará el bono de fianza y se quedará nuevamente en la cárcel.
Thank you.
Gracias, eso es todo. Puede retirarse, señora García.
Thank you.
Next case, please.
Number 2, Mr. Brunson.
Oh, okay.
And Your Honor, if that is all for my business with the court, may I please
That
be excused?
is. Thank you, Ms. Lucia. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, this last case, could you tell me what case number that was on the calendar?
Certainly, that was Rosso, wasn't it?
Yeah, case position 25.
2526 CR 40098.
Got it. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Thank you. This is State versus Dorian Brunson, accused of simple battery family violence from March 2nd of last year. 26 CR 4049Y. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
No, first arrest. Level 1 is pre-trial recommendation.
Mr. Grogan?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would recommend a $5,000 surety bond while this defendant is out to have no drugs, alcohol, or weapons, and to have no further violent contact with the victim, and to have the anger awareness handled. And this took place on March 2nd, 2025 at 5356 Sandbar Lane in South Fulton. The victim's name is Rakia Gamble. We have had communication with Miss Gamble, and I believe she will be here on Zoom today.
I think I saw her. There she is, Rakia G. Ms. Gamble, if you'd like to chime in, please unmute and start your video.
And Your Honor, I will note I also, oh, my apologies.
All right, Miss
There she is.
Rakia, go put on a jacket and cover yourself up from neck to toes. Thank you. Mr. Dotis, while we're waiting.
Yes, Judge. I also spoke with Ms. Rakia earlier. I didn't know if she wanted to address the court, but of course she can. Mr. Brunson is 20 years old. I do have good contact information, and he has been in the Atlanta area for 9 years. He also has the support of his mother, who I've spoken with. He does reside at the incident location. Ms. Rakia does not reside at that incident location. He is a high school graduate from Benjamin Banneker, and he's currently working construction as he gets contracts building fences and other projects as they do come in. Your Honor, at this time, I would just ask for a signature bond with any conditions the court deems appropriate. He has not had contact with Miss Rakia, and when I spoke with her as well as Mom, of course, she can chime in. My understanding was that they thought this situation had been resolved, but they are not in contact. So if the court does a no further contact order, I don't think that'll be an issue.
All right. Ms. Gamble, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right. Do you communicate with Mr. Brunson at all?
No.
All right. And do you have, both of you have had yet any contact since this incident in March of last year?
Not really.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell me?
No.
All right. Please mute your screen. Mr. Brunson, as a footnote, I'd like you to realize that these allegations could easily have been a felony charge. But currently, the state is proceeding on a misdemeanor charge. So please keep that in mind, especially on your bond. Your bond is going to be set at $2,000. It is a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. You are to have no further contact with Rakia Gamble. Stay 200 yards away from her. Do not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. You're also to make sure you stay away from her place of residence, her place of employment, or wherever she's physically located. Do not attempt to communicate with her through a third party or social media, through phones and computer devices. You will complete 12 anger awareness classes while you are with pretrial services. So this will be a 12-month duration, and you report once a month. If you get arrested again, if you don't report to pretrial or comply with the conditions, or if you don't report to court, your bond can be revoked. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Gamble. You're free to go.
We got number 18, Mr. Morrison.
Well, I'm in this situation, and they actually did.
Is Mr. Hornston paying attention? All I need him to do is nod his head if he's paying attention. Thank you. This is Amir Scott Hornston, charged with simple battery from June 18th, 2026, case number 26CR 4061A. Mr. Hornston, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, Mr. Brandon Timani will be representing you. Any priors on Mr. Hornston?
Yes, 26 cycles. Last arrest was September of 25 for criminal trespass out of Forsyth. Currently on probation for that case. One FTA 2023, 2023, 2022, and 2019 criminal trespass convictions. 2020 with obstruction conviction. 2019 disorderly conduct, criminal trespass, and peeping Tom conviction.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay.
Ms. Gardner or Mr. Grogan?
Yeah, that's me, Your Honor.
Okay.
The state also shows 3 FTAs actually and 8 probation violations. On this incident, the defendant made a purchase at the Dollar Tree on Holcomb Bridge Road. On June 18th, he, for some reason, became very irate, started screaming and being very aggressive in his tone and manner towards Ms. Sharon Hightower, who is with us on this call. Eventually, he walked out of the door, and Ms. Hightower tried to shut the door to keep him outside, but he shoved his foot in the doorway to keep it from closing. And then he thrust his chest towards her twice, actually making contact with her. The state is asking for a $3,000 surety bond to stay away from the Dollar Tree at 608 Holcomb Bridge Road in Roswell. No contact with Ms. Hightower and MHET.
I have a Jewel Hightower on Zoom if she wants to unmute and chime in. I'm not sure if that's the same.
No, it's a different height tower.
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor.
That's all right. Thank you. Please mute your screen. Thank you. All right, Mr. Timani?
Thank you, Judge. I spoke briefly with Mr. Hornston. He's 39 years old. He advised me that he's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. Like I said, Judge, I was not able to get too much information from him, but he did advise me that he would not be able to make bond. So we would just ask for a low bond in this case.
On the simple battery, that's going to be a $2,500 surety bond. His next court date is going to be July 2nd. He'll need a social worker visit to address any MH or BH issues as well as housing issues. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. He's to stay away from the Dollar Tree location at Holcomb Bridge Road, and he's to have no further contact with Sharon Hightower. If he's seen anywhere near that complex, 200 yards away from that complex, so he cannot be at any of the stores in that particular complex. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Hodgson, you've already been advised of your right to remain silent. If you choose to say something, it would be detrimental to your case, because anything you say or do or state about your case can and will be used against you.
He ripped the bag forcefully away from me. I'd asked him to give me a plastic bag, and this is the reason I was hoping that you would just release me, please, because I didn't deserve the violence that he enacted against me. After he pervertedly, I had to ask him to move.
Can you describe this he?
He's taller, he looks country. I don't know if he has a mullet or something. I don't really know his description too much, but I do know that he looks like a country type person.
All right. So noted. Thank you.
I know that he doesn't keep himself in shape, and I do. I'm 39 and I have 0 cavities, and it's a testament to a life well lived.
Deputy, we are done. Thank you.
Will you help me out with the bond though, please? Because they enacted violence against me. I just asked.
Thank you. Mr. Tamani, you'll need a social worker to see him right away. Thank you.
Understood, Judge.
Next case.
Number 7, Mr. Daniel.
This is State versus Corey Daniel. Mr. Daniel's case number is 26 CR 4024C. He's been accused of theft by taking, disorderly conduct, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and unlawful conduct during a 911 call. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes. He has 21 cycles. Last arrest was November of 2024 for a probation violation. Appears to be on probation for sale of marijuana. 2 separate cases. Both of the dispositions was October of 2022, 5-year sentences. A third probation for possession of cocaine with intent to distribute from November of 2024, 9-year sentence. And then a fourth probation for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Disposition, July of 2025, 4-year sentence. FTA from 2024, possession of marijuana conviction, 2021. Possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony conviction, 2019.
That's good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Grogan, yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this case is an $8,000 surety bond while he is out to have no alcohol or drugs or weapons and to be randomly screened for that, to have a social worker do a behavioral evaluation and any treatment that might be needed, for him to have no contact and to stay away from the victim in this case, and also to begin anger management. The facts in this case are that he went over to his now ex-girlfriend's property, demanding to see children, to agree to that, but an altercation started at that location after that, and the police were called. This took place at 600 Greens Ferry Avenue, Southwest in Atlanta. And due to his history, and also he's got a number of FDAs, if we just heard, probation violations, the state thinks that he is a risk to let out. So we asked for a $8,000 surety bond with those conditions. The victim is afraid of this defendant, Your Honor. She is seeking a TPO. I'm not sure if she's going to be on the line today or on Zoom. Her name is Nicole Stafford.
Okay, thank you. I don't see anyone by that name. Nicole Stafford, if you're on Zoom and you want to chime in, this is the moment to do so. Please unmute and start your video. Mr. Dotis?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Daniel is 32 years old. We are going to ask for a signature bond or the lowest possible surety bond. I will note he does have a hold for Clayton County that he also wants to make sure that he can get addressed once he resolves his hold here. Your Honor, I have good contact information for him. A lot of his recent issues with FTAs are because of addresses that have not been updated, including the address that the jail currently has for him. So in the chat, I'll be sure to provide Miss Grace with his updated address. He does have the support of his brother, and he is the father of 2 children. He does share a 2-year-old with the alleged victim. He does currently work in landscaping as well as people-ready staffing, where he's been for the last 4 years. Your Honor, I did also speak with the alleged victim earlier today. She did let me know that she didn't plan on appearing this afternoon, but she did give me permission to share the following, or she asked me to share the following, excuse me. This incident did occur based on a miscommunication of Mr. Daniel coming over to see his children, or excuse me, the shared child. And due to a lapse in timing, she was not there, which did lead to some frustration because he was anxious to see his children. She did want the court to know that she believes he is a great father, but does acknowledge that when they are together, there are frustrations and trouble. So she does not want to have contact with him. Mr. Daniel also agreed that contact is not the best course of action right now. She also wanted our office to assist with getting him resources to make sure that he's back on his feet and able to provide for his family. So we will, of course, do everything we can to assist with that. Again, Judge, at this point in time, I'm not sure what amount of bond he could afford, if any, so I would ask for a signature bond or the lowest possible surety bond.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Unfortunately,
if I may.
yes, Mr. Grogan.
The state also would ask that the victim asked that he stay away from her grandmother's house, where he has also shown up, and there's been problems at that location. That is at 520 Fulton Street, apartment 1203 here in Atlanta.
Okay, thank you. On the theft by taking, that's going to be 1,500. The disorderly conduct, count 2 is 750. Count 3 is 750. Count 4 is 1,000. This is a total of a $4,000 surety bond. He is to have no further contact with Miss, I know I wrote her name down somewhere. I'm so sorry. That was
Nicole
Stafford. Yeah. With no further contact with Nicole Stafford, which means he cannot contact her in person through mail, email, phones, computers, third party, social media, no contact at all. He's to have no contact with any of the children that he shares with Miss Stafford. If he wishes to have any kind of contact with the child or children that he shares with Miss Stafford, he must file a legitimation case and obtain a court order for custody and parenting time. He's to stay away from the 600 Green Ferry Avenue location, 200 yards away from that location, and stay away from any of Miss Stafford's relatives' homes as well, including 500 Fulton Street in Atlanta. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. His next court date is going to be July 2nd. Thank you.
Number 8, position 8 through 10, Mr. Dodson.
Mr. Kelvin Dotson is represented by Mr. Tamani. First case is 26 CR 40538, theft by shoplifting from May 11th, 2026. The second case is 26 CR 40558, theft by shoplifting from May 12th, 2026. The third case is 26 CR 40568, theft by shoplifting from May 19th, 2026. Mr. Dotson, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 25 cycles. Last arrest was May of this year for theft by shoplifting. He is on probation for that case. The disposition was May 28th. Also appears to be on probation for robbery and simple assault. The disposition was November of 2025. On probation for criminal trespass. That disposition was July of 2025.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. Mr.
Yeah.
Grogan?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation in this case is for, well, we'll start with position number 8. All these cases like this one started and took place at 595 Piedmont Avenue Northeast, which is a Walgreens. On that date, the defendant walked out of Walgreens without paying for alcoholic beverages and facial tissues. There was a total of $123.69 worth of merchandise. The state's recommendation in this case is a $3,000 cash bond and for him to stay away from Walgreens. The state on the second case for him, which is position number 9, again, same location, 595 Piedmont Avenue Northeast at that Walgreens. The state's recommendation is a $1,000 cash bond and for him to stay away from Walgreens. On this date, he also took facial tissues. And then finally, Your Honor, on the last case, position number 10, again at that Walgreens on Piedmont Avenue, we asked for a $1,000 cash bond and for him to stay away from that Walgreens. Again, he was taking facial tissues.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Grogan, but Miss Grace, does Mr. Dotson already have a court date on June 23rd? SAP?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's going to be his next court date. Mr. Tamani, anything else to add?
Yes, Judge. Just respectfully, we would be asking for a reasonable surety bond in this case. He's 51 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. He's currently working on getting disability. He got into a bad truck accident where he injured his spine back in 2010, and he has nerve damage from that. He walks with a cane, and he has to take medication for that injury. He told me that all of his family lives in Atlanta and that he is interested in potentially entering into some sort of drug program or drug court. And for those reasons, Judge, we would just ask for a surety bond.
Okay. On each count, it's going to be $150, and that's going to be a cash bond. This is a total of $450 cash bond. Stay away from the entire complex at 595 Piedmont Avenue, including the Walgreens store. And we're going to further notice all three cases to June 23rd, along with 26 CR 3806A. Thank you.
This is number 15, Mr. Harvey.
Philip DeMarcus Harvey is accused of simple battery family violence from June 9th of this year, case 26 CR 4044A. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 15 cycles. Last arrest was February of 2024 out of Fayetteville for driving while license suspended or revoked. He completed pretrial diversion for that. A 2016 conviction out of Alabama for obstructing and resisting officer. 2015 conviction out of Alabama, driving while license suspended or revoked. FTA out of Alabama from 2015. A 2024 driving without a valid license conviction. And a 2025 driving while license suspended or revoked conviction. Level 2 is pretrial's recommendation.
Ms. Gardner?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harvey is married to Brianna Glenn Harvey. They've been having some marital problems. In fact, the warrant states that the police had been there the previous night for another domestic disturbance call as well. On this occasion that occurred on June 9th, they were fighting over a cell phone because Miss Glenn Harvey was attempting to call 911. And in the struggle, he scratched her and forcibly removed the phone from her grip and then fled. We have spoken with Miss Glenn Harvey. She states that she is okay with the defendant returning to the home, and she is okay with no further violent contact. She stated she may be here. I'm not sure if she's on Zoom with us now or not.
She is.
Okay, so she is here. The state is recommending a $5,000 surety bond, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, a social worker for BHET, anger management, and no further violent contact with Brianna Glenn Harvey.
So she's comfortable with him coming home. Let's see. Ms. Harvey, please unmute. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the information you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How long have you been married?
Monday will be 8 years.
All right. And do y'all have children?
Yes, we have one son.
Okay. And the prosecutors indicated that you want him back home. Is that true?
I let the victim advocate know that I don't have a problem with him coming there. He hasn't been there since Sunday. He hasn't slept there since Sunday, June 7th, when I found out about some infidelity and not too much of our business. But that's the last day he was there. And I don't mind him coming there because we have a small child. Our child has some speech delays, and I feel that, him being apart from him would be, just a lot emotional going on for our son. So I do not mind the contact. I just don't want him, to come to the home and be disturbing or anything. He has never been violent to me. He's never hit me or struck me. I just wanted to say that. And,
are you presently separated?
I guess you can say that since Sunday, June 7th. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Please mute your screen. Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harvey is 36 years old. He's a lifelong resident of the Atlanta area. He told me that most of his family also lives in Atlanta. He's a civil engineer. He's been doing that for the past 9 years. He got his degree in civil engineering from Alabama A&M. Um, Judge, just given his lack of recent history and kind of just the circumstances and his community ties, we would just ask for a signature bond in this case.
Thank you. It's a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. This is going to be for a 12-month duration. He's to have no further violent contact with Brianna Harvey. In other words, he can communicate with her, be in the same room with her, but he is to stay away from 6061 Park Close in South Fulton. So within 30 days of being released, he must update us with his new mailing address. He cannot reside in the same home as Miss Harvey. I'll allow for if the parties want to share parenting plan, they can decide a parenting plan between the two of them with regards to their minor child or children. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And within 30 days of being released, Mr. Harvey will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and complete all 24 weeks of classes at his expense. This will be a 12-month reporting once a month. If you don't report to pretrial, if you don't comply with the conditions, if you get arrested again, or if you don't show up to court when summoned, you risk losing your signature bond. Thank you.
Your Honor, I wanted to say something. He had, when he was arrested at our home on whatever day before yesterday, they took his truck. His truck is at the house, but they took his phone and his keys and stuff. So we have cameras at the house. I put a note in the chair to let him know where I put the key
What's the
for his truck.
question? What's the question?
Oh, I'm just letting you know, could they share that with him, that it's a note in the chair to get his truck, his stuff from the home?
He can come to the house and get his truck. He just can't live in the house.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I understand
thank
that. Yes, ma'am.
Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Harvey, did you have a question about your bond?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I'd like to ask if I would need an escort to grab my
No,
things.
you don't need an escort. You can go to the home, but if there's any physical or verbal altercations in which law enforcement gets involved again, well, just get your toothbrush because you're coming back to jail.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I ask that he be by himself when he comes to the home to get his things? No one else needs to be at our home. Just Mr. Philip Harvey, please.
I've already answered that question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Next case.
19, Mr. Jefferson.
Rashad Jefferson is accused of theft of services from June 18th of this year, case 26 CR 4062H. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Yes, 13 cycles, 11 out of Tennessee, 2 out of Oklahoma. Last arrest was from 2024 for FTA. Appears to have an open case out of Tennessee for theft of property from September 2024. Theft of property convictions out of Tennessee 2021 and 2009. A carjacking and evading arrest and auto conviction in 2011 out of Tennessee. And then a 2021 conviction out of Oklahoma for endangering others while eluding. Level 3 would be pretrial's recommendation.
Miss Gardner?
Yes, Your Honor. We also show another 22 cycles in Mississippi, and those include several convictions, felon carrying a concealed weapon, and controlled substance violations. Also, 11 FTAs out of Mississippi. Mississippi calls them contempt as their charge definition, but then they explain in a little bit later that those are FTAs, and also 3 probation violations in Mississippi. In this case, the defendant went to the Rock Steady Lounge, that's at 907 Marietta Street, Northwest in Atlanta, and ordered food and alcoholic beverages for himself and for other tables in the restaurant, accumulating a bill totaling approximately $260. Then when payment was requested, he stated he was unable to pay. The state is asking for a $2,000 surety bond and to stay away from the Rocksteady Lounge on Marietta Street.
Mr. Tamani?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Jefferson is 36 years old. He is from Memphis. He does have one 6-year-old son. Judge, we would be asking for a $1,000 surety bond in this case.
All right. Bond is set at $500 as a cash bond. Stay away from the Rocksteady Lounge at 907 Marietta Street. Next court date is July 2nd. Thank you.
And if we have 23, Mr. Montano?
I beg your pardon, what's that position number?
23.
23, thank you. Philip Montano is accused of theft by shoplifting and giving false information to an officer from June 17th of this year. Case 26 CR 4006Y. Any priors, Ms. Hutchison?
Judge, I missed that case number. I mean, that position number.
Oh, 23, Philip Montano.
Okay. 47 cycles. Last arrest was February of this year for a probation violation. Appears to be on probation for theft by receiving stolen property. This position was March of 2024, 7 years probation. Simple assault conviction, 2024. Theft by taking conviction, 2019. Given false name conviction, 2019.
Oh, and
Theft by receiving.
that's good. Thank you so much. Ms. Gardner?
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case, the defendant was at the Walmart Super Center at 4735 State Road 138. That's in Union City on June 17th. He was observed on surveillance camera concealing a deer camera valued at $144.39 and then passing all points of sale without rendering any payment for that item. When he was detained and asked for his information, he identified himself as Bernald Mando or Mandow with the date of birth of February 4th, 1984. Of course, no matching records were returned to that information. The state is asking for the $1,000 surety bond, which per charge, which is already set, and to stay away from the Walmart at 4735 State Road 138.
Mr. Tamani, your client has 2 holes in Coweta and Trout County. Anything else to add? Otherwise, I'm satisfied with the $2,000 surety bond.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Montano did want to request for a signature bond in this
He
case
doesn't
because
qualify. He doesn't
I understand,
qualify.
Judge.
Courtroom 2, Mr. Montano, your bond is going to be a $1,000 surety bond as set by the electronic warrant magistrate. And you are to stay away from the Walmart store in Union City, and you are to stay away from the Walmart stores in Fulton County, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Your next court date is going to be...
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Is that per charge or just for one of the charges?
1,000 on each count.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And no, I'm sorry, his next court date is July 2nd. And once he posts his bond, either Troup County or Coweta County would have to come pick him up. Thank you. Right. I don't know if we have any waivers at the present time, but let's go down the calendar and then we'll address the waivers or anything as we come across them. Position 1, Arnold is a 4,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Position 2, Brunson is a 2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Burnett is a 2,000, was it a 500 or 2,000? A 1,000 signature bond through the jail, 500 on each count. Position 4, Bird is a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 5, Copeland is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial. Oh no, to the jail. Is that correct?
I do have $2,000 signature bond, yes, Your Honor.
Through the jail? I just want to be sure.
What position was that, Your Honor? Position 5?
Yeah, was that a split bond?
On 1 second. You said Burnett?
Copeland.
Copeland,
Telly
number
Copeland.
5.
Copeland
Copeland
is
to the jail, Judge, but what was number 4? What did you state for number 4?
4 was 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2.
No, that was a split bond for 5,000.
Oh, is it a split bond? You're correct. It is a split bond. It's yeah, it's a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2 for count 1, and then it's a 1,500 signature bond through the jail on counts 2, 3, and 4. 500 on each. Is that correct?
That's right.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. And then Copeland is 2,000 SOB jail.
Okay, thank you. Position 6, James Cross is a $100 cash bond on count 1, UJR on count 2. Corey Daniel is, I know I just wrote it down. Was it a $4,000 surety bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then position 8, 9, and 10 is a $150 cash bond on each case. Further notice to July 2nd. Roy Floyd, position 11 is a 2,500 surety bond, July 2nd. Position 12, Green, is a 6,500 split bond, reset July 2nd. 13, Gripper is a 5,000 signature bond to pretrial level 3. 14, Shavicia Gripper is a 2,500 signature bond to pretrial level 2. 15, Harvey is a 3,000 signature bond to pretrial level 1. 16, 17, and 26, each is a 7,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. And I've reset all 3 cases to July 2nd in case there is an ICE hold or ICE inquiry on any of these cases. 18, Amir Hornston is a 2,500 surety bond, reset July 2nd. 19, Jefferson is a, I wish I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. What did I say? Oh, theft of services. Was that a cash bond? 500 cash.
Yes, Your Honor, and a stay away.
And a stay away, thank you. And that's reset to July 2nd. Position 20, Jordan is a $5,000 split bond, reset to July 2nd. Taylor McWarther is a 1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 22, Mitchell is a $1,500 surety bond, reset July 2nd. 23, Montano, that's a $2,000 surety bond, reset July 2nd. 24, Rodriguez is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Rosso, 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 26, we've addressed. 27, Thomas is reset to tomorrow at 2 p.m. Okay, any corrections or questions?
Yes, Judge, I have a question on position 20. Did you do a stay away on position 20?
20. Stay away from 496 Parkway Drive.
Is it 496 or 595? I need the correct address.
Your Honor, I believe that's the address that I gave you that was her residence, not the incident location residence.
So which one is her residence? 496 Parkway Drive?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, so that's no contact from, stay away from that location.
496
Parkway Drive, Northeast Atlanta.
And Mr. Grogan, you gave the address for position number 7 as grandmother. What was that complete address?
Oh, could you give me that position?
Position number 7.
7. I know I've said that he's to stay
It
away,
is.
no contact with any of her relatives, including her grandmother, but I did write
Right.
down her address.
And that address is 520 Fulton Street,
That's
apartment 1203 in Atlanta.
Thank you.
All right.
Anything else? No?
Yes, hi, I have a question.
All right,
My
please
name is
start
Arja.
your video.
I'm sorry. Hi,
I'm sorry.
my name is Arja Van. I received the email that my husband, He's a former police officer. He's supposed to have court today at 2, and I logged in and I didn't hear his name called on the calendar for today.
What's his name?
Marcus Van.
Z-A-N-N?
V as in Victor, Apple, Nancy, Nancy.
Anyone know anything about Mr. Van or Officer Van? What's the charge?
Simple battery and battery, domestic violence.
Okay, please hold. First name is
Marcus, Marcus.
okay, and last name?
Van, V as in Victor, Apple, Nancy, Nancy.
Okay, Marcus Van.
Pre-trial release,
Do we have a case number?
26 CR 004007L. He was released yesterday.
So he had court yesterday then? No, can't be yesterday. Oh, I mean, did he have court on Wednesday?
I'm not sure when he had court, but I know the victim
Okay, hang on,
advocate
hang
called me
on,
yesterday.
hang on, hang on. Let's see what happened. All right. So, yes, Mrs. Van, the case number is, if you want to type it in or write down, is 26 C as in cat, R as in Robert, 004007L. He was seen on Wednesday, on June 18th of this year, and he received a signature bond, which means he can sign up for the bond. He doesn't have to pay for it. The total of the bond is $6,000, and he's to have no contact with, I guess, with you, Arija Van.
Yes.
Required to stay away from 2125 Southwood Cove. He has to surrender all firearms. He can return to the property one time only with a police officer to retrieve his belongings. He's allowed to have third-party contact to see his children, which means that you got to have parenting time, but any pickup and drop-off has to be completed by a third party. He's required to complete 5 anger awareness classes.
Okay. And you said this was yesterday? I mean, this was the 18th?
This
Yesterday?
was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And
Okay.
he was released yesterday on the 19th.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
sorry, he was released yesterday on the 18th, yes.
Okay. Yeah, they told me the court was today, so I didn't know. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, folks, if there are no other comments, questions, you all have a great weekend, unless you are lucky enough to be with me tomorrow, because we are giving out Kit Kats, virtual Kit Kats.
Okay, Your Honor, it's me and Melissa, but we just trading places. She the host, I'm the litigation manager.
Okay, so I'll try to make sure you get actual Kit Kats. So thank you.
Okay.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Judge.
Everyone have a
All
good
right.
weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.